Hello, welcome to another tutorial on how to build a amazing website with Ozumba Victor. Yes, today we'll be looking at building about our About Us page. In the last tutorial, we saw how to actually go about editing our homepage with um, Elementor plugin from WP Jelly. Now, I believe that by now everybody know their website address. Like mine is wpjelly.com/victor22. So you should navigate to your page. Then for us to be able to log into the admin panel so that we could start working, you edit your address bar and add wp hyphen either admin or login. That's you just add that and it will take you to the login page. Then you enter your username and password, the one you were given to. Immediately you opened your WP Jelly page. So there is mine. I also saved it here on my notepad, my sticky note rather. Yeah, the email is correct. Okay, so now we are on our dashboard. I noticed most of us were having issues editing their page, so I'll just go over it a bit. I said if you want to edit your page, say your home page, like this page we should be seeing here soon. If you want to edit this page, what you do is when you are on this page, you should just click on Edit with Elementor. Once you click this, it will take you to the Elementor page. Then you can start editing. And also, thanks to my very good friend Emmanuel Anelochukwu, he mentioned something on the group, on the WhatsApp group page, about those of us using mobile. You could switch to a desktop view so that you could have the same experience as though you were on a laptop or desktop. So you can see now I can edit it via Elementor even if you are on your phone. So that is that. Now what I wanted to do is, if you notice, whenever we come to our page, this website, assuming I was building it for Senator Uche Kunife, you notice that we have Victor Ozumba here at top, the title tag. We have Victor Ozumba and make it fast, whatever. This actually is the website title and the description. So, and we should have fixed that in the previous video, but we did not. So let's just fix it. To fix that, we'll go to the dashboard, go to settings, then general. And then here, you can see the name Victor Ozumba. So we could change it to Senator Uche Kunife. And then tagline, we could say voice of the people. So that's that about that. And then save changes. So that when I reload this page, we no longer get Victor Ozumba, we get Senator Uche Kunife, voice of the people. So this is much better now. And I'm sorry we did not fix it in the previous video, but at least we've done that now. Now I wanted to talk about this WP forms. With this, we could actually leave a form on your contact page to actually collect information from visitors of your website. So we'll go about it by we could click on add new form. Then it has templates, of course. So let's name the form. We'll call this contact. And then we'll select a template. Let's use the simple contact form. Then it will give you an option to collect the person's first name and last name, the person's email address, then the message the person wants to send, and then the submit button. So you could select either of these and then edit it the way you want. So, but I think, and you could also add, so let me say I want to add a box here that will collect only numbers. So we could change this to mobile, or let's just say phone number. Then we'll make it required. Once you make it required, this little red asterisk will pops up. So if this is not if it doesn't have this red asterisk, it means that if the form is not filled, if this field actually is left blank, the page will submit. But once it has this required asterisk symbol, if the field is left blank, the page will not submit. It will ask you to actually fill that page. So this is this. Then in settings, we could actually enable Ajax. Ajax is asynchronous JavaScript and XML. It's a kind of JavaScript. What it does is it makes your form submit actually without reloading the page, so that your page will just be there. The person will type, fill the form and submit, and then it will give the person a response without having to reload the whole page. So it's actually very cool and amazing. So when we're done with this, we could save. Once it's saved, click the X button to exit, so that when you go to your forms now, you see you have a contact form. You could have other forms to collect whatever you want. You could have a form here for newsletter, for people to subscribe to your newsletter. Then for this form to actually appear on our page, we'll have to copy this short code. So we'll copy this, and then we'll go to our contact page, because that is the page we want to edit. That is this very page. We could do that from here and edit it Elementor, or we could just do that from here, contact page. So either way. Bad network. Okay, now actually I don't like this contact page. So to also teach us on how to use the Elementor plugin more, we could just design this from scratch. So I have to get rid of this. I don't like this. So the page is totally empty now, so we're building it from scratch. So what I could do is I could add a single section, and then edit it, and then go add a background. Okay, we could choose a slide. Then we'll select from one of the pictures we have. We could also upload an image. We've been through this before, but for the sake of time, let me just, because I don't want this video to be so lengthy. The last one was over 40 something minutes, so it's way lengthy. Let's just choose a random image, then create a gallery. Now this, what I'm doing here is I'm not actually importing a picture, I'm actually building a slide. So but if I don't want to, you know what a slide is, when you have series of images sliding through, and when you enter most website, you see a series of images sliding through automatically. So that is what I want to build here, but I don't want that. I just want a static image, so I'll add only one image and insert to gallery. So if you notice, the image has appeared here. So I'll remove infinite loop. Like I've said before when I was talking about the video, importing a video, to loop means to repeat something over and over. So assuming we are going to animate this, assuming this was an active slide, we set it to loop infinite loop. It means that it will keep repeating. The slides won't stop. It will keep repeating itself, then the whole animation, but we don't want that. So background size, let's leave it to cover. Position center, let's see what it looks like. Okay, then we go to overlay. Let's add a big, okay, and let's use a color. I talked about overlay before. Then the opacity, let's increase it a bit. Yes, that's nice. So what we could do is we could then increase the size of this. Okay, the height, minimum height. Select minimum height so that we could increase the size of the image to whatever we want. This is good. Okay, let's just leave it at 400. And then of course we could have other views. So for tablets, let's leave it at 350. That's fair enough. And then for mobile, and that looks okay, but we could still take it down a bit. So I think this is okay. So this looks okay. Okay, that's that. Then let's add in. Oh, wow, we're still on the mobile view. Oh no, I won't want that. So let's go back to the section and desktop view better. So for this text, let's say contact us, and then let's go to the styling, and of course the color, we're going to make it solid white, and we could increase the sizes here. That looks okay. And let's use Lato as the font. So this is nice. Then we could add another section, probably 3 sections this time around. Then what we could add here is we'll go way down and look for, yes, icon box. So an icon box comes with an icon and then text. So what we could do is we could duplicate this into 3, move one here and the other here. It's just drag and drop. So then we could edit this first one. Let's say our mobile number. You could have a bunch of text, whatever you want there. This is just for the sake of the tutorial. So let's change the icon. Let's use phone. And remember, when you can mess around with this, you could add colors to it, change the color. So make it red, even green. That looks nice. I think I should copy this. The size is about okay. So for the content, we could also change the color. And then for the description, I think the black is okay. So what we could do is increase font weight. That looks better. So we could just duplicate this to avoid having to style all these ones, and then delete this, get rid of this as well. So we can move this here and this here. And so this, we could change the icon, say location. So that's that. Oka, Anambra State, Nigeria. Then this, I don't know what else. Let's add envelope. So that's that about that. You can see it's turning out to be very nice. And what we could do is, because I noticed this is very close to this, so we could just add a section here and leave it this way so that it will give space between these two. I think I should do the same thing here before I add the third section. So what I could do is I'll add another section here and make it two column section. Then you could also adjust the size of the sections. You could drag it either way. You could drag it to change the ratio of the sizes. So for this, I think I'll add a text editor because I want to add that form we added before, we built before. Oops, I think I don't have that form again. So let me just go get the form again. You remember we built a WPA form, a contact form for our website. So we go to all forms, and then we'll get the short code. We copy this. Then when we get here, please be very mindful of where you paste your code. This is actually the visual, what you see. Click on text, not visual. You should be on text. Then you paste the code. And then you will update. So that when we view the site now, let's go to contact. So as you can see, the form none appears here and it has an option for number. So if I try typing in text here and leaving, you see it say please enter a valid number. So it accepts only phone number. That is why I added that number text rather than name. The number field, text field actually rather. So here you could add an image if you choose. Okay, the form has also appeared here. You can add an image. You could also add a Google map. Well, let's add a map. Then we search for the location. So let's enter Awka, Nigeria. So that about does it. Let's increase the height to match our form. So it looks about the same size. So when we navigate to the contact us page and reload now, we should see a very beautiful and wonderful contact us page with actually a Google map. So you see that looks nice. We could even see this, get a satellite view. Okay. I noticed our space did not come up here, so we actually need to edit and add a little space in here. So we could do that with padding. We could just say 10 pixels top and 10 bottom. Please don't add pixels to the left and right, just the top and the bottom, so that there will be space between these two. I just noticed that it did not reflect. If you notice, this is very close. This seems very close to this. So I will just have to fix that in a bit. Likewise, this. You could add a padding. Please, when this link is clicked, when any value you enter here will reflect on all the boxes, like the top, the right, the bottom, and the left. So uncheck the link, and then you could easily add padding to either the top and the bottom, or just one. So let us reload and see if it's okay. Now you can see there is a little space, unlike before, between this and this. So this looks better. Yeah, this is nice. So another thing we could do is we could make this full width. If you notice, this doesn't extend to the end of the website, unlike this particular one. So we could make this full width, that is if you choose. So there we are now. You could see is extended to the ends of the page. So it's left for you to decide what you want and how you want it. Assuming I wanted this form to come inside, I could have 3 columns here, then adjust one of the columns to be very small and make this one wider so that this one will come inside, because I like the way this actually is laid out. So you could see that this is a better contact us page than the previous one we had before, and that is that about that. So today we learned how to customize about a contact us page, and then change the tag here, the description, of course, and the name of the website. So this is practically a very good website. This can sell. We are already done with the website, so when you come in, you view everything about the website. You could also send messages.